My name is Juan Pablo. I'm gonna talk to you today about what is plagiarism and how it's affecting people and how can it be reduced. Plagiarism is like taking information from another people from another work and using it in your own work and not putting the information from who made the information or from who you gathered the information as first. Okay, so plagiarism can be confused or can be uh, tried to avoid by students with paraphrasing. That paraphrasing is taking the information from other people, just reading what it says on the paragraph or in the information, and not just changing some words but staying the same main idea. In plagiarism, what we want is that we want to state or make a statement that this is somebody else's opinion. For example, if we say that Muhammad Ali real name was Cassius Marcellus Clay, even though few people know this, it can be considered. You can use it in a work because it can be considered as a common knowledge. Why? Because you can find it in more than five uh, in more than five sources that are trustable. So if you find information in more than five sources that are trustable, then you can use it as a common knowledge. In this case, you don't have to cite. But if I say, for example, baleadas are the best food in Honduras, I that's my opinion. I cannot find this information in more than five uh, trustable information or trustable papers. So in this case, you will have to put uh, baleadas are the most is the best food in Honduras. But then you will have to put my information because I'm saying this opinion is not a common knowledge. So nowadays we have a real problem because we have and it's something positive also, we have the internet. And the internet is a tool that it can help us to make better or to learn how to cite. But in some other cases is making us lazy because we're searching the information and we're using it and we're not making or we're not citing because we're not using sometimes we're not using a book, or we are used to use sources that maybe are not trustable. So it is easy for us to take this information, put it in our own work, and not making any citation. Why? Because it's not a trustable information or a source, and if it is, uh, we're not used to take the information and make the correct site. So this is very important for us, for the education system to start uh, from the beginning, from the lower grades, to start trying to make the kids to work on their own ideas. Because what we're doing is that we're sending the kids, we're giving them the information, or people in the universities, and we're giving them some other information just to read it. And sometimes what they do is just paraphrasing, that is just taking the information, reading it, and making some changes on some words, but staying the same idea. What we want, or what we should be doing is like trying to make people to use their head, their imagination, to make their own papers, to make their own work. In this, if we use this, then we will have more. We will reduce the cases from plagiarism. Plagiarism can also be penalized, or it should be penalized in any case. For example, in Zamorano, if they find any work that you gather the information from another information source or any other author and you didn't cite, you can get what we call here five demerits, and also you can get a zero in your work. In some other school is in some other colleges is not so strict, but it also have punishments. In some others is more strict than someone, but it should have in any institution, plagiarism should have what is a punishment. So uh, we want to avoid the plagiarism by making the students, and as a recap, making the students to bring their own imagination, so they can bring and make their own work, their own statements, not only going to read some other papers and just paraphrasing, or just making some other works and trying how I can cite this, or do I have it correct side. But we want to to make investigations, to make things new. So this is a way that we can reduce the plagiarism and how it should be reduced. Thank you very much.